So the Starfield hype is growing, and I feel the need to talk about Starfield. With this video, I'm hoping that I can help people look at what they've seen as marketing in terms of the gameplay footage and not the actual game. I'm going to ask that you watch this the whole way through, whether you are a Bethesda supporter or Bethesda hater, because I think everyone can agree on at least some of the points when it comes to the gameplay footage and Bethesda's kind of track record. Let's get into it.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
What are the good points about Starfield, in my opinion? Bethesda's strengths are their world building. They are good at making sure that everything fits into how that story is being told and how it's being shown. Basically making sure it's in its correct place in the world. I personally don't think their storytelling is that great. I think it's kind of mediocre, at least in my opinion, but they can tell an interesting story sometimes, even though a lot of the time it is kind of generic. Generic's not bad, but it's sometimes a bit generic. Their combat systems are normally good. It's not the best first person or third person combat that I've ever seen, but it's still a pretty good combat system. Sure, the animations are a bit jank some of the time, and the hit scan doesn't always register correctly or accurately, but it's good enough most of the time, right? And I'm going to talk about it here. Honestly, the funniest part of this trailer for me is the character's broken elbows, because the character walking with their arms out like that, it looks really weird to me. But we're going to get off. That's kind of getting off topic. Let's get back onto it, and let's talk about customization. The thing that looks the best is the customization options that will have it within the game. Being able to customize your character and build them the way you want with your playstyle looks really good and really expansive, with the background and everything you do to get a skill and increase a skill. I think it's going to be an interesting mix of customization and unlocking stuff. The shipbuilding looks like it's the best part of the customization options, though. You can build it sleek for fast maneuvers and quick dogfighting, or you can build it heavy like a tank so it can take a crap ton of hits but is able to hit back just as hard. The Outpost System looks like it's been improved from Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. I still think it's going to be crap, but it does look like it's kind of been improved, right? I just wasn't a fan of how they did all the placing and everything in Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. So I'm questioning how much that has improved. And now we're going to get to the bad points where people are either going to agree with me or I may get a lot of hate from this. I don't know. I don't really care either, because this is all my opinion. So first off, we have the engine it's on. The mantra of Bethesda's proprietary engine, the Creation Engine, is it's a feature, not a bug. Everybody in the gaming zeitgeist knows this saying by heart because of all the bugs and glitches that have appeared in Skyrim, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76. Actually, not Fallout 3, because that had bugs, but that was on actually a different engine. So it was Skyrim, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76. I know that Starfield is being created on Creation Engine 2, but I'm not going to hold my breath that they've worked out a lot of the bugs with this new iteration of the engine, because I think some of the bugs have appeared in multiple games in basically the same form, so they are actually just completely in the framework of the engine. And speaking of Creation Engine 2, has Bethesda made a game with flying before? I don't think the flying in the trailer looks bad. I think it looks fine, good even, but that is also the trailer and just a small slice of the solar system. So it should run well because it is just a small slice. But when you load into the actual game with all of the worlds, how is the engine going to handle it? Hell, how are they breaking up the worlds? Are we just hyperspacing our way there or what? Can the Creation Engine 2 even handle flying and the controls needed for it? For all the quick stops and quick turns that a player could make in that 3D space with that 3D movement? Is it going to feel like sluggish, or is it going to be hyper responsive? I don't have any of the answers here, but I'm not 100% sold on them being able to actually pull off flying all that well. And the thing with Creation Engine 2 I am very wary about is just what can it do, especially when it comes to the amount of worlds they say they're going to have. Over 1,000 different worlds in over 100 different systems. My question with that is how many are procedurally generated and how many are handcrafted? If I had to take a guess, I would say 95% of these planets are going to be barren, desolate wastelands that are only good for resource gathering. You're going to want to explore them and try and find like a cave or a structure or something like that, but there's going to be nothing. Or there's going to be like maybe something in each hemisphere that you could go and check out, but that's going to be it. Sure, the world's not going to be like completely flat and boring. It'll have interesting geometry, but it's not going to be actually interesting or meaningful to be there. Sure, there's going to be animals on the planet, maybe, but that'll be it for any sentient life. Maybe there is a structure that's planted somewhere, or like a cave or a crashed ship or something, but I kind of doubt it. Look, I don't want to kill your hope that Starfield will be good. I think it'll be a decent game because Bethesda is good at making decent games. I'm not saying they're great games, at least in my own opinion, but they are decent and playable games. But I think if you are really hyped for Starfield, I think you need to temper your expectations about what their proprietary engine can do when we've only seen a very, very small slice of gameplay from the game. We know what games made on Unreal Engine 5 can do, because Epic Games has shown off so much with that engine, and it's public for anyone to use and create and learn with. Creation Engine, on the other hand, is a private engine that nobody has access to other than Bethesda employees, and we've seen nothing other than the polished shit they have sent out as marketing. So please, I'm asking you to just temper your expectations when it comes to what Starfield is going to look like and what it is going to be able to pull off. With all of that being said, I'm done for the day, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this little rant and one-sided discussion of Starfield, and that maybe it has taught you to slightly temper your expectations when it comes to games. If it has, and if you've actually reached this point, we're going to do something stupid. I want you to comment the word bagel, so I know you made it all the way to here, and then I want you to tell me your thoughts on Starfield. But that's all I got, guys. Peace. I'm out. Have a wonderful day.